What are you feeling as you watch this for the first time?
I feel like crying.
Yeah. Oh. That's a really good reaction to have. Thank you for feeling like crying, because it means that you're compassionate and you see that this is an injustice and that you don't agree with it.
No.
I think a compromise is what will make the future of this world.
Really?
Yeah, I think
what kind of compromise do you think the victims would like, the animals?
Well, the animals, in the end, I know you want to bring me to saying the animals don't talk, so they can't ask. But the point is, as long as you kill them in a decent way and not exaggerate, like I don't waste. That's what I do.
You don't waste?
Yes.
What is not an exaggerated way to kill them? What's a good way to kill them?
Hunting with one bullet, it's a very good way.
Okay, so you said protein. Can we get protein from other sources besides flesh?
I knew that was going to be your point, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I mean, it's not an easy switch. Do you know what I mean? And
well, I've made the switch, so I know. It can be as easy or as difficult as one chooses to make it.
It's true. It's true.
Do you feel like after seeing this, you may want to align your actions with the values that you already have?
I will think about it.
Yeah. Do you know what that means, though? When I ask that question, do you know what that means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means I won't eat that meat anymore, because that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to see, because I love animals.
And we have to ask ourselves, can we love animals and eat them at the same time?
No.
Yeah.
It's a compromise, the thing. It's not killing animal for fun. It's not being vegan, because if you're vegan, your
so
life
first of all,
discreetly not as cool as the one of somebody eating pizza.
Oh, really? Is that what you think? I still eat the same thing as you, but I eat it from plants. So
you
now
don't even eat pizza.
Of course I eat pizza. What are you talking about?
The pure cow, the milk to make the mozzarella, that's the story. So no.
I don't eat mozzarella. No.
What's a pizza with no mozzarella?
I eat a vegan mozzarella.
I'm not going nowhere.
Bello. I eat a vegan mozzarella.
You can say bello,
Listen.
but
I don't eat animals that much, but I do eat.
You do eat.
Yes.
And you know what? Everyone I speak to who says I don't eat them much, the way we realize how much animal products we actually eat is when we take them out of our diet completely.
Yes,
and I think that's when we realize, you know what? I actually eat more than we expect.
Is it alright to kill plants, though?
Well, plants aren't sentient. So,
well, we don't know.
Well, we do know actually. No, we do know.
I think we just assume.
Well, we know that they don't have a brain, that they don't have pain receptors.
Not to the same extent. But
okay, so if I had a tomato here and I had a dog here and I gave you a knife and said, stab them both, which one would react?
I said not to the same degree.
Yeah.
But we cannot be completely sure that plants don't suffer at all.
Do plants have a brain?
No, but what does?
Right.
But how can we know for sure?
Well, we know for sure because they don't have a central nervous system. We know that.
So why are they? Why, for example, in the why they are playing music for plants?
Sure.
And some scientists are saying that plants can feel, even
I can respond to that.
Humans,
yes, so they react to stimuli just like our phones react to stimuli, but they don't have pain receptors. So they react to stimuli, that's not the same as pain receptors. Now there's two things here. Even if plants felt pain, even if that was true, we have to eat something. And I'm sure we're all intelligent enough to know the difference between slaughtering an animal and chopping into a potato. Second of all, as I said, more than half the plants that we grow on this planet are fed to animals anyway. So we would actually consume less plants if we ate them directly. I used to eat animals for 31 years. I know what they taste like. I used to love mozzarella. I eat everything. I know what they taste like. And you don't have to be, you said, a fan of animals. It's not about loving animals. It's about respecting them to allow them to live their life and not taking it unnecessarily. Now, hold on. We stop eating animals not because we don't like the taste, not because we love animals. We stop eating them because we cannot morally justify continuing unnecessary violence towards them. Vegan22.com is a 22-day vegan challenge that will help you transition to vegan diet and lifestyle. It costs you nothing.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
opening your heart and watching.
Thank you for explaining to me.
You're very welcome.
But I agree. I mean, I will leave this conversation with a tiny bit more of respect, because it's not I stop eating animals. but maybe tonight I'm gonna eat French fries, which is the only thing you vegan can eat, which is truly good.
Really? Is that what you think?
Yeah,
is
but
that what
where
you
you from?
think? I'm from Australia.
Okay, you're pretty lucky because your taste is kind of low.
Why
so
why do you feel that you need to insult me?
No, I'm not insulting you. I'm
do.
making fun.
No, making fun. Why do you think that you need to insult me to defend your right to be violent towards animals?
You have your point of view. I have my point of view.
The thing is, sir, I am trying to align your actions with your ethics. It's really simple. This lovely little dog here, what's he or she? He. What's his name? Lupe. This would be considered a member of your family. You would never hurt him. You'd love him. All we have to do is say, if what we do to these animals is okay, then would we do it to Lupe? And if the answer's no, then we have to reconsider why are we doing it to some animals and not others. If we wouldn't eat him, why are we eating them? Simple.
If you put it like this, it's like I should stop eating whatsoever produced by an animal right now.
Why not? Why would you continue that violence if you don't need to? We always have to remember is that if you wouldn't eat your cat because you love your cat, well, your cat feels just like these other animals. They all feel pain. They all don't want to die. They all feel happiness when we love them and we pet them. So the same way you have a relationship with your cat, that's why we have to start thinking about all the other animals that we don't really want to hurt.
Yes.
Right? What do you think of the videos?
I mean, they're shocking.
Shocking?
Yeah. I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
Do you choose to be vegan when you're 10 years old?
You can choose to be vegan at any age. You can choose to be vegan right now. I know vegans that were born vegan. They never ate animals from a baby. I know vegans your age. I know vegans that are 70 years old and everyone in between. Okay? You don't have to be a certain age.
Something's gonna kill me as well eventually.
Yes, something's going to kill you, but that doesn't mean I can come and shoot you in the head. That's murder. Right?
But like an animal.
You said shoot them in the head, one bullet. That's what you said.
Exactly, but it's not like this. It's
How?
you walking in the field and me there.
All right. So if the animal doesn't see you shoot them in the head, then it's okay. So if you turn around and walk away and I shoot you in the head, then that's okay for you.
Well, don't say anything. So in the end, yes.
So that you're okay with being shot in the head from behind.
The only thing I ask for my death is to be improvised. I don't give a how.
You don't give a how you die.
I don't need to know I'm gonna die until 1 second before I die.
You should eat less meat, I think.
Well, the question is, do we need to eat it at all? Because even if we contribute to this violence just a little bit, does that make it okay or not for the victims? That's the question we should ask ourselves.
I think you can do ethical farming.
How do you ethically kill someone if they don't want to die?
You also grow them and give them a good life. So.
Yeah. If we give them a good life, does that justify taking that life if we don't need to?
Yeah, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I could see.
Logically, no, I guess.
Yeah. From the victim's perspective, there's no way to justify it. If I was treated really well by my loved ones, and then they said, oh, well, time to kill you now, you've had a good life, I'd be saying, hold on.
Oh, yes.
That's not okay with me. And if that did make sense, if it was justified, then I guess we should be eating our companion animals, our cats and dogs, because they've had the best life. We've loved them and take care of them, but we would never think of killing them to eat them.
Thank you. No.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
yeah, thanks.
It's turning my stomach.
Yeah.
If you don't want to turn completely vegan, but just eat less of dairy products.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not really vegan, is it?
It's not really vegan. No, it's not. That is saying that this violence is okay just a little bit.
Oh,
Do you think it's okay to do that just a little bit? Right. Yeah. So you either think that this is okay or it's not. And if you don't think it's okay, then vegan is the answer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Just like you wouldn't hurt your cat just a little bit.
No, never.
Right? So we shouldn't be hurting the cows and the pigs and the chickens and the fish and the turkeys and the ducks at all. Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the most shocking thing for you? What do you find most disturbing when you watch these videos?
Probably just that it's unregulated. That,
Oh, this is regulated though. This is all legal.
That's what I mean. That like it's been like okayed by so many people.
Right.
So many people have seen it and been like, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So you think once people see it, they should not, and they're not okay with it, they should basically change how they...
People in power, basically.
People in power, okay. What about consumers?
I mean, we vote with our money.
Yeah, we do.
You're showing my problem, you're not giving me a solution.
I give you a solution. I'm going to give you the solution as well.
The solution is what to eat.
First, you need to acknowledge the problem, because until we see...
That I know.
Well, you need to let it in your heart. A lot of people don't know. For a lot of people, it's the first time they see this.
I know, but I'm not a lot of people. Me, it's
well, you're even worse than a lot of people, because you see it and you still do it.
One question, isn't it healthy to eat meat?
It's not healthy, love. No. We've been told that it's healthy, but that's again because the industry wants to make a lot of money from us.
Isn't it? But isn't protein good for you?
It is good for you, but here's the thing, you can get protein from plants. You can get everything that you need from plants. We don't have to eat animals to be healthy. A lot of our leading causes of death, like heart disease, some forms of cancer, type 2 diabetes, they all come from eating animal products.
Okay.
Right? So when you watch that film, What the Health, that will explain it again. It'll explain it to you.
It's on Netflix.
That's right.
Yes.
What the Health on Netflix. So it actually causes problems to our health. It doesn't help us. But you can be very healthy as a vegan. There are lots of vegan athletes, vegan bodybuilders, vegan runners and cyclists and swimmers.
Yeah.
All right? Cool. Great to speak to you. Bye-bye. So, do you still eat animals?
I don't eat meat.
Don't eat meat? Okay. So you're vegetarian?
Yes.
Yeah? What about yourself?
No, I'm not vegetarian.
No.
But I mean, I think where we're from, we do a lot to eat more like local meat.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York?
Yeah.
And so if the animals are killed locally, how does that make a difference to the animals?
I mean, it doesn't make a difference to the animals, but it's the fact that it's not cruelty and that they've some people consider it cruelty, but...
One more thing, it's not on here, so I have to give you on your phone.
It's a lot. Just think, it's me. I was working for a drink.
I know. Now I need a drink after talking to you too. That's what I'm doing. Taka for 3 hours. Open your phone, please.
What do you want to do with my phone?
I want you to type something in it.
What do you want to type in my phone?
I'm going to tell you. Open your phone.
Hey, you tell me what you want to type. Yeah.
All right. It's an app called Happy Cow. Happy Cow.
We make conscious choices. Like my parents run like a little homestead farm.
Yeah.
And they use animal products there, but it's all very ethically done and thoughtfully done. It's not exactly.
Right. So how do we ethically slit an animal's throat if they don't want to die?
I mean, man, we support you, but
well, you're not supporting us though, because if you're still contributing,
no, walk away because we've made our personal choices, and you're the one coming up to us on the street.
Yeah. So this is part of the demonstration. What we're doing here is that we're having conversations with people that have stopped to watch. So we're talking about the issues of animal exploitation, and it's not a judgment thing. I used to eat animals too. I used to eat meat. I used to be vegetarian.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're trying to help consumers make a connection with who they're eating and what's actually on their plate.
Yeah.
So the question is, and so many people say, there's a better way to do it, there's a more ethical way, we do it consciously, and that's what we're asking people. How do we consciously and ethically slit an animal's throat if they don't want to die? That's the question. How do we do it? What's the best way to slit their throat, do you think?
It's kind of an unanswerable question.
Unanswerable question?
Unanswerable.
Why? Hi. How are you?
Speak French.
French? Do you speak any English? Little bit? Okay, we'll try. Do you know what this is?
Abuse.
Abuse, animal abuse, yeah. Not just abuse, use.
Use.
Animal use.
Okay.
So all the ways we use them. Can I give you one thing to watch?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, in English. Yeah.
Dominion, c'est ça?
Yeah.
Dominion.
Dominion.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Ok. Ouais, d'accord.
Dominion.
Okay. Domination.
Yeah.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Okay.
Watch that and you will understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And very important for the kids to see.
Okay.
So they learn.
yeah, I don't think we can tell how the animals are feeling, but I think.
Do you think when we're looking at the footage though, when they're trying to get away and they're screaming and they're in
there are people
fear?
who are trying to be more ethical, and I think that's at least better than people who are just ignoring it altogether.
But that's what I'm asking. How do we try to be more ethical?
I don't have an answer.
Because there isn't one. That's the thing. No one has ever. I know I've spoken to a lot of people around the world doing these demonstrations. No one has ever given me an ethical way of slitting their throat, because there isn't one.
All right. Well, we just want to watch the demonstration.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I think that as people that doesn't know, that have never seen this, the first thing that it creates is like an antagonism. Because
Why?
Because people look and they say, oh,
sure, they don't want to see it, but for the victim's perspective, they still need to.
Why are you so
extreme?
Yeah, why do you show this to me in this way? Why don't you?
You know, we have reactions that are all different for people. Some people see it and they cry and they go vegan straight away. A lot of people see it and they're so shocked and they thank us. Thank you for showing me the truth. They're angry that they don't know the truth. Some people get angry that they're seeing the truth because they want to remain willfully ignorant, meaning they don't want to see it so they can continue eating animals. So there are all different reactions, but you know, we have to think about this from the victim's perspective, the animals. If it was you on that film, would you want us to show the truth to try and save your life?
Okay.
Yeah? Have you seen videos like this before?
I have seen it.
You have?
We were just talking about it.
Were you really? What? How come you were talking about it? What was the reason?
We were in the KFC and we felt guilty.
Did you? Why did you feel guilty?
Because we know something bad happens to the...
You know something bad happens to the animals, and that doesn't make you feel good, it makes you feel guilty. Yeah. It's very interesting that you had that conversation.
Yes,
just now. So maybe this is like, you know, this is the perfect timing for you to watch something like this. Do you think that if there was nothing wrong with what we do to animals, then you wouldn't feel guilty about it?
Probably we know it's wrong, but we still do it.
Yeah. Why do you think you still do it? Why do you think you still eat them? What's the reason?
Easiest one is we like the food, and second one is we just think about ourselves.
Yeah, so you like the taste and you just think about yourselves. Yeah. And do you think if you were to see the animals every time you went to eat that burger, you wouldn't?
No.
Yeah. It says a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. So what would be stopping you from thinking about the animals a little bit more than thinking about just the taste and choosing not to eat them? What would be holding you back from changing what you eat?
Nothing, just myself.
Nothing, just yourself? All right. So do you know that when you stop eating animals, you actually help yourself as well, though? Because it's better for our health when we eat a plant-based diet instead of animals.
That's right.
Right? And it's also better for the environment on the planet that we all live on.
You think about it.
So can I give you some information? Because it's amazing that you just had that conversation, actually.
I have no plastic on me, huh?
Plastic is a separate issue.
It's a separate, it's one word. But with this, can I give you a kiss? It's not bitter.
Bello. Baci baci.
Honestly, I will come one step more your direction. Not completely.
It's not my direction. No, it's our direction. It's we all going in the same direction for the same planet, the same goals. Remember, all of us together. What are you doing? What is this?
You know what's agnello? You know what? That's You know what's agnello?
And if there's nothing wrong with what we do to animals, then what's wrong with us showing it on the street? If people react strongly to it, their heart is telling them that there's something wrong with it. That's why I don't want to see it. You know? All right? Have a drink for me as well. Ciao. Buonanotte. Oh my God. Yes, Luca, you're laughing at that one.